Welcome to Dr. Saurav's classes, everyone. Today we will solve a very nice question from the Engineering Services Civil Engineering Paper 2 2026 examination. And basically, UPSC loves asking the question that combine the specific energy, critical depth, and the channel transitions because these topics directly relate to the canal design, spillways, and the hydraulic structures. And today's question looks simple, but it checks whether you understand the relationship between the hump height and the critical flow. So let's learn the engineering logic behind it. So the rectangular channel has width B. This is 2. Discharge Q. This is 2.5 meter cube per second. Initial depth Y1, this is 1 meter, and hump height H, this is 0.2 meter. And we have to determine whether critical depth occurs at the hump. Now, before touching the calculator, ask one question to yourself. What does a hump do? A hump rises the channel bed. And when the bed rises, the available specific energy decreases because some energy is consumed in lifting the water over the hump. And if the remaining specific energy becomes exactly equal to the minimum specific energy, then the flow becomes critical. So our strategy is find the upstream specific energy, then subtract the hump height and compare it with the minimum specific energy. Okay. Now first, area of the flow A equal to By. Substitute the values. Velocity V, this is Q by A. So this is 1.25 meter per second. Okay. Now, the specific energy equation is E equal to Y plus V square by 2G. Now substitute the values. So this is so the upstream specific energy is 1.08 meter. Okay. Now, always remember this formula E equal to Y plus V square by 2G. Specific energy is measured with respect to the channel bed, and whenever the bed rises by a hump height h, the available specific energy becomes. And this is one of the most frequently used concepts in the examination. Okay. Now, E2 is basically 1.08 minus 0.20. So this is 0.88. Okay. Now, for a rectangular channel, YC, this is Q square by G whole to the power 1 by 3, where Q is what? Capital Q by B. And discharge per unit width, Q, this is 2.5 into 2, which is 1.25. Now, YC, this is 1.25 square by 9.81 whole to the power 1 by 3. Okay. So this is so YC is approximately 0.54. Okay. Now, for a rectangular channel, so substitute the values. So the minimum specific energy is 0.81. Okay. Now, there is only one depth at which the specific energy is minimum. That depth is called the critical depth. If available energy becomes equal to this minimum value, the flow gets choked and automatically becomes critical. Okay. Now, available energy at hump E2, this is 0.88, and the minimum specific energy This is 0.81. And since 0.88 is greater than 0.81, the available energy is greater than the minimum required energy. So therefore, the critical depth does not occur at the hump. So the flow remains subcritical because the sufficient specific energy is still available. So critical depth does not occur at the hump because the available specific energy is greater than the minimum specific energy. All right.